You're watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
Play every week like it's a conference championship game. It is. It all matters.
But we really want to take home the bell, so this is a very important game for us.
And we've been in some battles with those guys over the years. Our kids know that.
Emotionally, it won't be difficult to get this team ready Friday night.
This game means a lot to me. That loss in sectionals, that hurt pretty bad.
And it's like it's a state game, sectional game, be a physical game, so we're ready to take on task.
Tape up the hands, lace up the gloves, and ring that bell because two heavyweights going head-to-head on the Highlight Zone. Two contenders for the SAC's Victory Bell squaring off in a championship bout. And Andy McDonald joins us now with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Andy.
Hey, thank you, Glenn. Forget the Thrilla in Manila. Tonight, it's the attack of the SAC. Heavyweight bout in Fort Wayne. Snyder undefeated. Homestead also undefeated. First place in that Summit Athletic Conference on the line. Snyder at Homestead is your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. A top 10 matchup in the Class 6A poll. Snyder 5th, Homestead 8th, with last week's winner against Dwenger. Spartans in the hunt for the first ever SAC title. First quarter, Spartans just warming up. Luke Goody to Jake Archbold, 7-0. Homestead, Braden Hardwick, the running back. You might remember he had 200 yards rushing last week against the Saints. 4 first half drives, 4 TDs for Homestead. Snyder just trying to keep up, down 28-10 late in the first half. Late drive, John Barnes Jr. to his tight end, J.D. Wells. They go for 2, don't get it. It's 28-16 at the break. Spartans receive that second half opening kick, and it's Goody. Or is that Tim Tebow? The jump pass to Griffin, a little one of 10 snags for 152. 2 scores. Spartans only punted once on the game, and that was late. Fourth quarter, Snyder forced to play catch-up. Quarterback John Barnes Jr. to Zoe Derrick, 35-23. QB had a trio of touchdown passes, but this Homestead team just believes. Hardwick the hard way. The junior had 165 on the night, carries several defenders in. The Spartans simply unstoppable on offense. They're 5-0 with the huge 49-36 victory.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, we're obviously on top of the conference. We made history. It's the first win against Snyder in 13 years, and we couldn't be more happy or more proud of our team.
I think the biggest word is believe. We believe in each other, and we believe that we're going to go out there and win the game. And we just believe in everything. And at the end of the day, like we came out and won, and that's what we had to do, and we all believed it. We had no doubt that we were going to come out and win this game.
Unbelievable. They converted key downs. Hardwick was running well. The offensive line did another nice job against a really formidable defense. I can't say enough about them. They carried us this week, and I think last week the defense carried a little bit.
Heck of a performance. Up next, Homestead is at Northside next week. Snyder hosts Wayne. Glenn, back to you.
All right, check this out. Now, that was the game of the week in the SAC. This was its understudy. Carroll at Dwenger, and both teams came in 3-1. Cool moment before the game. Chris Gustafson and company arriving via chopper. All part of a National Guard celebration tonight at Shields Field. Gus gave the Saints his American flag for serving in Afghanistan. You remember that's the flag they ran out to each game last season when, they won state. End of the second quarter. Joe Bulando with a 39-yard field goal, and at the half, it's a 3-zip Dwenger lead. 3-3 now in the fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to go. 4th and 2 at the 4-yard line. They gamble and go for it. They pay off. Hayden Ellinger with a touchdown, and it's 10-3 Bishop Dwenger, but they left a minute 40 on the clock. So what can Carroll do with it? Well, they got Jeff Becker and they got Leighton Mitchell. It's a good combination. Mitchell down at the 15, and Jason Garrett sweating this one. Now 4th and 19 with 11.8 seconds left. Carroll needs a TD, and a PAT to tie and send it to OT. The pass broken up. It actually hit the Wayne TV camera. I think we get a PBU for that, and that would seal it as Dwenger edges Carroll in another classic at Shields Field, 10-3.
We played our game of football. We trust each other. Our line fought hard. It started slow. I don't know. We fought. We had these jerseys on. We were playing some veterans. don't know, it was just a great fall game, and I know we all trust each other.
Well, I mean, it's great when we can build this trust, unity, toughness on our team, and we just become stronger as a unit, and when we play Bishop Dwenger football like this, it only helps us for later on in the season.
Let's go now to Spooler Stadium, Concordia and Northrop, and it was the Bruins up 26-14 at the half. Third quarter, Fumbleia, Fumblerooski, Fumbelina Wilkerson. It's Nigel Robertson with the pickup, and Northside's in business. This is how you take advantage of a turnover. Next play, Dylan Hoot having a hoot to Quaylen Pedersen. Q, he's got some A's as in answers. It's a touchdown, 33-14, Northrop in the lead, and then Northrop D bending but not breaking. Concordia driving to Noah Ridley, saves a touchdown with this pick in the end zone. This one goes into overtime, and it's Northrop winning over Concordia 40-33. Well, after putting up 48 points last week against Wayne, Northside getting its groove back. The Legends hosting Bishop Luers. First quarter, the Deuce gets loose. Made his season debut last week. Oh, no sophomore jinx. He throws it up to Rodney Woods with a great touchdown grab, and Northside up 6-zip in the first. Still in the first quarter, you're going to see Deuce do it again. Alex Holiday Robinson, the senior, turns and picks up about 25-30 yards, a first down for the Legends. They were in business. Later on the drive, they hand it off to Holiday Robinson, and he does the rest. Northside, back-to-back wins after a tough start to the season. It's the Legends over Luers, 19-14. Last stop in the SAC, Southside at Wayne. Both teams looking for that first win on the season. Game tied 6-all in the first. Demir Clark firing to Javante Malone, and Southside stakes itself to a 13-6 lead. Wayne answering back, or at least they were trying to. This ball picked off in the end zone by Javarius Jones to help save a TD. Second quarter action, Demir Clark to Devontae Alford, and he bowls his way to pay dirt. The Archers leading this one 20-6. Later in the second, it's Aiden Meek rolling, and Meek would connect with Cameron Webb. That's good football, but it's Southside earning win number 1 on the season by topping the Generals 46-35. Well, that does it for the SAC in Week 5, but a game that could very well have been your Highlight Zone Game of the Week takes center stage next. It's a top 10 showdown in 4A football as Leo and East Noble collide in Kendallville. We're also going to hit the road with South Adams as the 1A number 3 Starfires travel to 1A number 6 Monroe Central, plus trips to Eastside, Columbia City, New Haven, Belmont, Adams Central, Angola, Prairie Heights, and Warsaw as well, all next in the Zone.
Wayne 15 made the trip to see our Starfires.
Stay tuned to see all the highlights of Starfires in the Highlight Zone.
I'm excited to see everything that happens in this football game tonight. You know why? Because the thing I'm growing in is the trust I have of each and every one of you.
That was Eastside's Todd Mason getting his Blazers ready for the Train Trophy game, and you can see more with Coach Mason at 6 o'clock on Wednesday in our Highlight Zone 2-minute drill segment. Meanwhile, it's a Northeast 8 showdown that just about any other week would have been your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. We're talking Leo and East Noble. Both teams ranked in the 4A top 10. The Lions coming in number 9, and the Knights coming in number 6. Third quarter is where we pick it up, and we pick it up with Bailey Parker doing Bailey Parker things to Gage Ernsberger for the touchdown, and East Noble now up 28-7 and taking control of this football game. Parker to Hayden Jones. Parker would throw for 174 passing yards, had 3 passing touchdowns, also rushed for $135 with 1 TD. Fourth quarter, Parker to Ernsberger again. It's a touchdown. It's 35-7 East Noble, and the Knights go on to win this one over the Lions by a final of 35-7.
Oh, they were tough. They were a good defense, and they're a power run team, and they kept on doing small stuff, get small increments of rushing, but our defense was ready and our offense was just ready we prepared all week, and we just practiced really hard, and it made it easier on us.
That's a really good team that, they didn't play their best tonight, but I'm sure we're going to see them in the sectional, and tonight we played more physical, and we're able to run the ball and throw the ball and do what we wanted to do, and so I'm just real proud of our seniors. Had a great night and made some big plays and big victory.
Columbia City, maybe the sleeper in the NEA title race. The Eagles 4-0. They were hosting 3-1 DeKalb. This was a good one. Third quarter action. DeKalb fumbles. Columbia City with the recovery. The Eagles up 10-7. You know that means the Ric Flair turnover robe on the sidelines at Max Gandy. Still in the third, it's Tanner Jack. And if you don't think DeKalb can play football, you don't know Jack, the aspiring NASCAR driver, all the way to the end zone as he went full throttle, 13-7, DeKalb in the lead. Columbia City countering, and they do it with the run game as well. Abe Barrera bouncing to the outside. You saw the good move right there, and he is through. Columbia City taking back the lead at 17-13. However, the Barons would have the last laugh. This is Landon Miller. And Miller helps DeKalb win a thriller. He's in 2017, DeKalb victorious at Columbia City. Let's go to John Young Stadium, Norwell and New Haven. Bulldogs with a tough early schedule, still looking for win number 1 on the season. This will help. Third quarter action. Jakar Williams to Lane Woodson. He is down right at the 1. New Haven already up 21-3 at that point. And then it's Elmarian Graham taking the handoff, and Graham powers his way through to the end zone. New Haven up 28-3 at that point, and the Bulldogs feeling good, especially because the defense throwing its neck tonight. You're going to see Eli Riley scramble and find J.C. Cheney, but it's New Haven getting that win 35-10 over the Norwell Knights. Two newest coaches in the Northeast State squaring off. Bob Prescott at Huntington North, Eric Davis at Belmont. Start of the third quarter, opening kickoff of the second half. Jackson Holzinger knows what to do with it. He takes it to the house down in Decatur, and Huntington North putting that TD on the board. There would be plenty of scoring tonight for the Fightin' Prescotts. How about Garrett Johnson here? He takes the handoff for Huntington North, picks up a first down, and then later on the drive, you're going to see Johnson doing it again. He finishes the long drive with a touchdown. Huntington North hangs 56 on Belmont. 56-13, your final, Vikings a winner. We made the drive to Randolph County for the best 1A game in the entire state of Indiana. We're talking about third-ranked South Adams and number 6 Monroe Central. First quarter, no score until this. Starfires on the 35. It's James Arnold to Drew Stutzman. Stutz would go nuts in this game. 7-zip Starfires. Second quarter, Starfires still up 7-zip. And this pass from Arnold to Stutzman helps Arnold become the all-time leading passer in South Adams history. A big night for him. Nick Miller also would set the record for sacks in this game at South Adams. And, well, it's Drew Stutzman again from Mr. Arnold. South Adams wins 35-15, down at Monroe Central. Next up for South Adams is going to be a date with these guys. Adams Central, the Jets came in this week ranked second in 1A. They were hosting Heritage. Alex Curie on the long run here. He's into the end zone in the first quarter, and the Jets take an early 6-zip lead. Blake Hirely has been doing it all season long. He gets in for the touchdown, and the Jets up a couple scores early. You're going to see Parker Tracy here in the second quarter get some things going for the offense of Heritage. Gage Pritchard near the goal line there, but Adams Central comes out with a victory, 35-6. It sets up South Adams at Adams Central next week. Both teams undefeated. That will be your Highlight Zone game of the week in Week 6. NECC, the annual Train Trophy game in Butler. We're talking Garrett at Eastside, one of the coolest trophies in all of Northeast Indiana. First quarter, Laban Davis says, hey, we don't want to give it up. He finds Lane Burns. They had a huge connection last week against Brusco in that win. They do it again here in Week 5, 7-0 Eastside in the first. Garrett's defense trying to do some positive things here in the second quarter. Cole Bergman comes up with the sack for the big trade, but guess what? Laban Davis, only a sophomore, and he has really burst onto the scene this year. He finds Burns again for a score, and the Train Trophy is staying at Eastside, 28-8. Blazers over the Railroaders. After back-to-back conference titles, Angola needing a quick turnaround if they want to make it 3 straight. Hornets hosting Lakeland third quarter. Giovanni Tagliaferri with the defensive stop there. Angola already up 35-0. Then Zach Buell comes up here with the fumble recovery for the Hornets, and the men in purple playing some pretty good D. You're going to see Tucker Hasselman offensively swing it out to future Purdue Boilermaker Ryan Brandt. He would pick up the first. Angola picks up a win, 35-12 over Lakeland. Hubert Kleinfield, 1A number 10 Churubusco looking to bounce back after last week's loss to Eastside. The Eagles facing Prairie Heights and Jake Falk, who's had a monster year on the ground. That would continue tonight. He gets the 4-yard touchdown run right there. Busco stakes itself to an early 6-zip lead. How about the Busco defense? Nick Nondorf with the interception, and that puts Busco in great field position. They would eventually take advantage. Watch Sam Wood at the quarterback position, looking. Doesn't have anybody, decides to use the wheels, and here's the move right there. Just absolutely stops the defender. He weaves his way in the end zone. Busco a winner at Prairie Heights, 44-19. Final stop for football, George Fisher Field. Warsaw ranked 13th in this week's 6A poll. Tigers hosting Northridge, and the Tigers having a little trouble hanging on to the football early. It's recovered by Northridge, and Northridge takes advantage. Lacey Cade, he would spearhead the ground game for the Raiders tonight. 6-0, Northridge in the lead. Then Northridge goes with the trickeration. Judd Breckland on the flea flicker as Northridge moves the ball down the field. It would lead to a Cade touchdown run. 13-0 Northridge, but in the second quarter, you'll see Warsaw's Juan Uramillo with a touchdown run of his own as Warsaw goes on to win 28-13 over Northridge. We got your highlight zone gem of the night coming up after the break.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets! Stay tuned for Highlight Zone!
Glad we can help you stay afloat. Here's your gem of the night.
Oh, yeah. How about Peter Franklin Jewelers gem of the night here in week 5? We got to go back out to Walters Stadium. We're talking Homestead Snyder, the jump pass Tim Tebow-esque. It's Luke Goody to his favorite receiver, Griffin Little. Little had 10 receptions for $152. Goody 366 and 4 TDs. That's your Peter Franklin Jewelers gem of the night as Homestead beats Snyder. We'll see you next week in week 6.